this guy tried to get sleep paralysis. Don't know why you'd ever want to do that, because sleep paralysis is pretty scary. And yeah, I guess we're going to find out, boys.
Imagine waking up in your bed, everything seems completely normal. But then you realize you can't move at all. Your heart starts racing, then you start to look around a little, and you see something in the corner of your room. Whatever it is, it seems so real that you think
but the thing is, chat,
actually in your room. So you try to say something, but you can't speak at all.
Okay, for me personally, my sleep paralysis is never that bad. I feel like I never see like actual human beings. I don't know, and they don't move really. I don't know.
Then
Let's just watch it.
Coming closer. You can feel it. You can hear it. You can see it. This is sleep paralysis.
Sleep paralysis.
Sleep paralysis.
Sleep paralysis.
And this happens to a lot more people than you would think. But why does this happen? Are these things people are seeing demons? And can I force sleep paralysis to happen to myself? Thanks to PDS for sponsoring the video. This video was inspired by a dude named Cody Hales. I saw that he tried to also get sleep paralysis. A lot of people seem to see the same entities. And a lot of people think these entities are demons. So the way I'm gonna try to figure that out, talk to people I know who have experienced sleep paralysis. Then
this is gonna be interesting. Lock in, chat. Everybody lock in.
Web to figure out 6 methods of getting this to happen to yourself.
But this is what I don't understand. Why would you want to force sleep paralysis? It's like one of the worst things you can experience, personally. And I don't even get it bad. So like, why would you want to force it?
Myself, I could understand.
Like, hello? Why? Yo, no. Why would you want this shit? Hello? Why? Is this guy wrong in the head?
Buddy, chill. And then after all of this, I'm gonna talk to an expert who's studied what happens in that dome of yours.
Okay, I want to know. Yeah, I'm dialed in, chat. Come on, no more speaking.
I started talking to people with sleep paralysis experiences to see if I could learn how to do it and what they think these things are. All right, guys, I'm here.
Why these photos scaring me?
Nikki Ramses.
When I was younger, I definitely got it a lot more.
I was maybe like 14, 15.
It was mainly a thing when I was growing up.
I remember one time I woke up and I did not want to go to school like at all. Convincing my mom to not let me go. She didn't make me go. And she gave me some medicine. So I went to sleep, take a little nap. Bro, I wake up and I can't move. And my mom's not at home right now. It's just me.
She paralyzed you.
Damn. It was just like a black, like shadow figure. I started trying to scream. And I was like, I couldn't scream, bro, and I couldn't move, and it just kept getting closer and closer. And then I heard my mom. She came home, bro. The shadow walked around my bed, and then I never seen that. Like it went towards the door, and like I was still screaming, like. And then the other time, my mom, it just looked like she was a fucking zombie.
I had my first ever sleep paralysis that I remember when I was on a car ride with my parents. I was in
Chat. Am I going to be able to go to sleep after this? Is this a bad idea watching this at night? Because the thing is, I'm streaming it right to people, yeah. But at the end of the day, it's still me talking to a brick wall. Okay? There's nobody in my room. I am home alone right now. So is it a bad idea that I'm watching this at this time of the day?
And I was kind of like forward sleeping, and then I woke up and I heard both of my parents at the front talking, and I tried to like talk to them, and I tried to be like, I'm awake now, like hi, and I couldn't move, and I started screaming, and I started screaming at them and like, please help me, like I can't move, like something's wrong, and they couldn't hear me. Everything started becoming white, and then I woke up. My second one I want to share with you. It was a week before I went ghost hunting with Sam and Colby.
By the way, guys, I'm actually collabing with Sam and Colby at 2 million. You've collabed with Sam and Colby.
I've collabed with Sam and Colby, and it's so fun.
2 million, guys. I promise it will happen. Please subscribe.
And I had just moved into my new house. My bedroom was upstairs, and I was laying in my bed, and I heard the front door downstairs open. So I couldn't move, and I couldn't say anything, and I heard steps, wet steps, coming into my house.
Even worse than normal steps.
Way worse than normal steps. And I hear something in my ears scream for help and like gurgling.
Oh, that's so terrible.
It's so weird because sometimes you're like, oh, that was a dream, but it feels so real.
I remember laying there. No one was in the room. I'm there probably like on a Saturday, Sunday. No
yeah, that's the thing with me, chat. I've had it. Yeah, as I said, I've had it 3 times, but it feels okay. You wake up and it feels like you've just woken up in the middle of the night. That's exactly what it feels like. It feels like you're in the middle of the night, and I don't know. Usually when you're in the middle of the night, you wake up to then go to the loo. Okay, so you wake up, but then for me, I went to go to the loo, but you can't move because you're like paralyzed. You literally got, hence the name. But it feels so because it feels so real. I can't. It's hard to explain, but it just does.
And I remember
You're probably thinking, oh, you know what I'm saying?
Sleeping like this, facing upwards, and I wake up, not being able to move. All of a sudden, I feel the controller starts like slowly like piercing my skin, like kind of like needles going into my skin. And I remember just trying to push up, but not being able to do anything. And let's say where that door is, there's a bathroom. I see like a pair of eyes staring at me. I'm kind of getting like this one, just staring, just thinking about it, but just staring at me like this, like, and the curtains kind of peeled back, which made it even more freaky. I remember waking up.
Okay, I'm not gonna be able to sleep after this.
3-4 seconds, and then comes out.
Dude, that's
and
insane.
I remember that I did not sleep after that. I was like, all right, well,
That's
I'm
insane.
awake.
Were you sleeping on your back?
Yeah, I was.
I think for me it happened the most when I would sleep straight.
Like on your back?
Yeah, on my back.
Okay, that's what people were saying.
Yeah.
If you sleep on your back, that's why you can have sleep paralysis. I've never slept on my back.
I have that. Oh wait, so that doesn't even matter?
No, I mean, it doesn't for me because I've never slept on my back.
Cross that one out. Was it a pill?
Yeah, it was a pill and like almost like a little Tylenol pill bottle.
I'll take all the pills starting with an A. I will tweak out for sure.
Something that does trigger my sleep paralysis though is lack of sleep. That usually can trigger sleep paralysis for me.
Okay, no, we might be cooked because I'm so sleep deprived right now. Shit. Wait, I'm actually scared. No, this is not a clip for TikTok. I'm actually scared. I'm so sleep deprived right now.
I see something, I hope it's you, bro.
No, I hope so too, bro.
I don't know. I don't think I'd be scared.
Unless I was just naked.
Wait, what do you say? What do you say?
Sleep paralysis.
Is lack of sleep. That usually can trigger sleep paralysis for me.
If I get sleep paralysis and I see something, I hope it's you, bro.
No, I hope so too, bro.
I don't know. I don't think I'd be scared.
Unless I was just naked.
Do you think it was like an actual entity, a demon possibly, or just your brain like tripping out?
It could be because I've heard from a lot of people that before and after going ghost hunting they experience sleep paralysis.
Yeah.
Honestly, probably just my brain.
I also think
that's
that
what I feel.
the
That's what I
brain is
think.
so powerful.
After talking to some of my friends and going over even more terrifying stories on my own,
There was this distorted face of a man looking between the crack.
I felt like I was ready and a little bit scared to give this a try.
Wait, so he's acting. Okay, this guy. Okay, right. I just want to quickly break this down, chat. We're gonna stop pausing it as much, but this man has spent his days going up to his friends and like asking about sleep paralysis, and they're like, oh, you know, they're like telling these terrifying stories, and this guy thinks he's the bright odd idea of thinking, oh, I'm gonna intentionally try and get this to happen.
For myself to try to figure out what is even happening and what are sleep paralysis demons. It is officially night 1 of trying to get sleep paralysis. So as you can see, this is the bed cam. Everybody clap it up for the bed cam. There's a few things that kind of just cause sleep paralysis to happen in general. One of them is just sleeping on your back. Secondly, if you're a little bit stressed, when you're physically exhausted. So night 1 and method 1 of this terrifying experiment that I'm conducting is called WBTB, Wake Back to Bed. Here's how you do this one. First, you go to bed at a normal time. Then you set an alarm to wake you up 4 to 6 hours later. When you wake up, you spend 20 to 60 minutes researching, watching videos, whatever, about sleep paralysis. Or you can also meditate, and it says keep the lights dim. Then you return back to bed, just lying there, relaxed and aware. And then as you fall asleep, try to focus on mentally staying awake as your body
No, but that's how you lucid dream, though, right?
transitions into sleep.
That's like how you lucid dream.
Watch a few Instagram reels before I go to bed. Please don't judge me on that one. I know you do it too. You know, you're probably in bed watching this, or maybe on the toilet. That's one of 3 things. So now I'm going to turn this into night vision, and now what was just a normal camera has turned into the freaking cam. Oh, this feels so weird, dude. Right now it's 2:19.
Wait, yeah, imagine we get like a video cam on him experiencing
I'm setting a
it.
timer.
Wait, why am I invested?
I'm
actually invested.
Alright, good night, guys. So this first night we were starting off with method 1, I was feeling good about this. I did all the steps, I feel like perfectly, and then I fell asleep. I knocked out. And I realized I move way more in my sleep than I thought. I used to sleepwalk really, really bad, but I guess I don't do that. And sleep talk, but I guess I stopped that too. Maybe
Yeah,
I'm
I
my
do that.
own sleep
I sleep
paralysis
talk.
demon. Oh no, I'm just schizophrenic. Am I right, Jerry?
Okay.
Alright guys, so basically I slept for 5 hours. Then I watched a really terrifying sleep paralysis video, and then I watched a less terrifying one, just kind of saying how to do it. The final step, I kind of just lay here and try to mentally stay awake while letting my body sleep. Okay, here we go.
How do you even go about doing that, though?
To stay mentally awake. But then, this is when things started to get weird. I remember opening up one of my eyes like this. I was like, oh, I'm awake. Everything's normal, right? No, I tried to lift my arms up, and this is mind-blowing because this is the first night I tried this. I could not move. Immediately.
No, that is what happens to me. It feels like you wake up, but then... And it feels like you are just awake, but... Bro, no, okay, I'm getting
When I
shivers.
realized that, I was like,
getting the chills.
holy shit, W in the chat, first of all,
Oh,
poggers. But
okay.
reality set in, and my heart started racing. Then I started looking around the room, like, just with my eyes, because I couldn't move. Literally, in my head, I was thinking, I'm about to see something crazy. I, like, actually don't even really remember what happened after that. I just remember eventually being able to, like, sit up. And I never saw anything.
Thought it happened for a second. I felt like I couldn't move.
It definitely was sleep paralysis. At first, I wasn't really sure because I didn't see a demon, but maybe they're just shy. They just haven't come out yet. Like I said, he's a little bit weird.
Yeah,
So
this guy's
off the bat,
funny, bro.
crazy
What? He's a
start.
weirdo.
So this moved
He's
to
a-
night
he's
2.
funny. He's like...
It's night 2 with the freaky bed cam. Method 2 is called MISP, Mental Induction of Sleep Paralysis. Okay, so here's the steps. Relax your body completely laying on your back. Keep your mind awake and alert, repeating a mantra. I'm entering sleep now, or counting slowly, or visualizing a repetitive motion. Ooh, what do I want to do? I guess I'll just say, I'm entering sleep now. I'm entering sleep now. I'm entering sleep now. I'm gonna go crazy. Remain still and resist the urge to move. After 10 to 20 minutes, you may start to feel vibrations, hear sounds, or see visual distortions. I'm not taking drugs. There's no way this happens just from repeating something and not moving. I think that's the way you would lucid dream too. So
No, that's what I'm saying,
Be able
yeah.
to fly, get all the ladies I want, get all the goth girls and white monsters I want, or I'm gonna see demons like coming out of my closet and touching me. Alright, so now I just lay on my back.
Yeah, it's a bit of a gamble.
Freeze. I'm entering sleep now. I'm entering sleep now. Having sleep paralysis probably makes you lose so much sleep, but you know what makes you lose even more sleep?
No,
Debt.
don't give me an
You could have credit card, medical, or personal loan debt, but it's no longer a problem with today's sponsor, or tonight's sponsor, PDS Debt. They have helped tens of thousands of people, so they remember wake guys. Once again, I followed all the steps perfectly, I think. This time, though, I remember waking up for literally like 30 seconds. It felt like I was really drunk and then everything's spinning. It kind of felt like that. So I opened up my eyes and then I couldn't move for like maybe 10 seconds and then I could. And I was like, oh, okay, I just ruined it. Great job, Gavin. I'm never gonna be able to see Jerry at this point. And that's basically it. After each morning, I'm very tired and confused. That's why I'm recording it like this. Because you can't trust 3 a.m. Gavin. Freaky Gavin, I like to call him. He's kind of my alter ego. All right, guys. It's the morning, and method 2, didn't work. No sleep paralysis. Night 3. To quickly recap, night 1, low-key kind of got sleep paralysis, but didn't see anything, and it was super short. Night 2, I might have got it for like 30 seconds. But we're on to method 3. A lot of sleep paralysis episodes are linked to stress, trauma, or anxiety. So before going to bed, engage with creepy, emotional, intense, anxiety-inducing material. Avoid calming bedtime routines. I think what would work the best is watching scary sleep paralysis stories. The one I was watching the first night, it had the most disturbing visuals ever. So I'm gonna find more like that and just watch those terrifying ones right before bed.
Wow,
This one's
you're
11
smart.
minutes from Mr. Nightmare. This sucks because it's like from the POV of a guy laying in his bed, and it's like my exact POV.
What I saw was pure nightmare fuel.
No, bro, don't give me shit, bro.
Oh, I just finished that video.
Chat, I'm not gonna be able to sleep tonight.
Very creepy stories, and part of this method is just not like de-stressing or anything, so I'm just immediately going to try to go to bed now.
Yeah, yo, this guy's an
asleep
idiot.
and something insane. No, I'm just kidding. I'm sorry. I edged you. Nothing. That was probably the most unsuccessful night. Yeah, I don't think this method was great. On to night 4. I moved my bed a little, by the way. Tonight's method is wake-initiated sleep paralysis. This one's really easy. I just pick a word and basically repeat it. in my head over and over and ignore any hallucinations.
I hope if I see a sleep paralysis demon, I hope he's chill as hell. I feel like everybody's just really scared of their sleep paralysis demons, but like, did you ever ask them how they are? Maybe.
Wait, that's kind of a. Wait, maybe is that like the strat though, chat? Like,
you know, the
become
word
friends
I'm
with
gonna
them?
repeat, I changed it, is friend. Because I want to become friends with the sleep paralysis demon.
Night 4, repeated the word friend in my head because I want to be friends with Jerry. What kept happening is I kept like almost falling asleep and I was like, oh shoot, I need to keep repeating the word. Just nothing happened once again. The last 2 nights were busts. I actually was talking to a guy at my gym today and he was telling me how he had sleep paralysis and I told him that I was trying to experience it and he's like, bro, you don't want to do that. It's not something you guys should try to do. This is idiots only.
Yes.
Method 5. Basically it says take a nap. The nap must be no longer than 2 hours. Then you stay awake for
No, but
at least an
no.
hour.
I think you're meant to like. You can't do it on a first try. You've got to repeat the strategies over and over again. Like it's like practicing.
Then you go back to bed and then think of a word, one word, any name. I'm gonna do Jerry. So okay, I guess I'll see you guys in an hour and a half. It's 3 a.m. Freaky Gavin's out. So I went to sleep for about an hour and a half. Sorry, the footage is extremely blurry. It just was not in focus at all. And then I woke up. Alright, I slept for an hour and a half. Now I have to stay awake for at least an hour. It then took every ounce of willpower I had to stay awake for an hour. But I did stay up for an hour, and then I went back to sleep.
Alright. Finally can go back to sleep. I just gotta repeat a word in my head and that's it.
It went just as according to plan. I repeated it in my head. And I will say, for some reason, something about me being very tired. It felt like I was starting to hallucinate while my eyes were closed. It felt really weird. But then nothing really
Yeah, that's what they
happened
say.
from
That's
there.
what they say. Is you
So-
start like tripping out like up on your eyelids.
For a second there, when I was going to sleep, I did feel like a little bit weird when I was repeating the name over and over. I was really tired. I felt like I was like flipping a little.
I feel like I'm really hitting a plateau with these methods. It's been going downhill since the beginning. So I think this is the perfect time now to talk to an expert, to talk to somebody who studied sleep paralysis and figure out finally what this is. Are these demons? And maybe he knows how I can get this to happen to myself so I can answer those questions for you guys in the final night with Method 6.
I'm Sam Kashani. I'm a sleep medicine physician, and I'm also president of the California Sleep Society and a huge sleep nerd.
Can you explain what happens during sleep paralysis?
That sounds
sleep
very
paralysis
wrong.
is a phenomena that occurs usually in the transition into sleep or the transition out of sleep. Essentially, your muscles are paralyzed. Commonly, a lot of people will talk about seeing the demon at nighttime or seeing somebody
Sleep
coming at
paralysis
them. Right?
demons.
That's part of the sleep paralysis. The eyes can be open or the eyes can be closed. The question really is, why the paralysis? Where is this coming from?
Yeah.
The whole idea is that during rapid eye movement sleep, that's when our muscles are supposed to get physiologically paralyzed. And it's for that reason we don't act our dreams out. That's kind of like a protective mechanism to make sure we don't hurt ourselves. Instead of being contained within REM sleep, it spills out a little bit into the first moment that
That's
you're
actually
awake.
so interesting.
Yeah,
That makes a lot of sense. That makes a lot of
And
sense.
that's why the hallucinations too, because again, dreams
part of
and
your
imagery. So really what these are fragments of rapid eye movement sleep.
Do you believe could be anything supernatural, or is it just your brain?
I'm a very spiritual person, I will say that. I don't know, I mean, this is my specialty, so
Yeah.
like I'm so aware of the science behind it that it makes it hard to kind of look at it any other way.
That's fair.
Boring
That's fair.
doctor answer.
Do you think somebody can force sleep paralysis to happen?
I don't think so. But there are definitely ways that you could, precipitate episodes of sleep paralysis, sleep deprive yourself,
Yeah.
go jet lag yourself, travel across time zones and end up kind of building sleep debt.
You probably wouldn't recommend this,
Doing
but
sleep
I'm
debt is
planning on
crazy.
tonight not sleeping, and then tomorrow night seeing what happens.
There's a good chance. Yeah, that's a good technique.
Yeah,
Good
this
work.
guy's a psycho.
Good work.
That's basically.
He's funny.
Thank you
He's
so much.
entertaining as hell though.
Sam Kashani MD or Sam Kashani MD on LinkedIn.
So I took his advice and I didn't sleep all night. I've been drinking copious amounts of caffeine, injecting it into my blood. It's getting pretty difficult to stay awake already. Some of the other nights, I'm gonna be real with you, I was scared. I was a little bit scared that I was gonna see something. I hope I see something tonight. We kind of honestly figured out how sleep paralysis happens, so the last question on my mind is, are these things demons, or are they just in my head? Get out of my head!
All this training for this moment. I've been training to sleep by not sleeping.
I fell asleep pretty quickly, and my hand kept twitching weird, but unfortunately, nothing ended up happening. But I still had some final questions. Why is it so often that a lot of these hallucinations are scary? Like, they're scary ones.
That's true. That's absolutely true. They may or may not be. Really, dreams and nightmares and dream content are really very much a reflection of our emotions, because the same part of our brain that modulates dreaming is the same part of the brain that modulates emotional regulation. A lot of my patients will say, like, yeah, it really doesn't bother me, it's kind of hilarious. And then I have other people that are like, oh my God, it's terrifying. I don't even want to go to sleep some nights. One way to treat sleep paralysis is an antidepressant. But basically, sleep paralysis is caused because your body paralyzes itself so you don't act out your dreams, and that can also kind of cause hallucinations, which are from your dreams. As for what people see, it might just be their emotions, or who knows, maybe it is something supernatural. Real quick, I literally
Wait, so it's like a reflection of your emotions? Damn.
Talked to earlier from my Instagram. So if you follow me on Instagram, there's a chance you get in a video.
Chat, that was a good ass video, bro.